Okay, Stella's snoring, but you know, that's when she's not crying. Okay, so I did go watch The Changeling. Oh my God. I have to talk about it. So it's really a good haunting movie if you like ghost stories. It's based on this guy's true account of what happened and in his own life. And it's got so many interesting things that are such true, like haunting things. Like I said, you go back and watch some of this stuff and it's got so much truth and so much disclosure. So in this one, it has a lot of really interesting stuff with the haunting and why the ghost is there and why it's attached to this guy. And it even has a part when it moves into something else. Like it is, it's super cool. They even have a part where a ball, and I guess the movie's based very accurately to his book, what he describes that happened. So it's supposed to be, you know, his real true account. And like there was one time this ghost keeps throwing this ball, rolling it down these stairs, and it's creeping him out. So he takes the ball and goes and throws it out in a river. And then he comes walking back in the house and the wet ball comes down the stairs. It's so funny. But, you know, and he's being haunted by his little kid. But the twist was where I had to go and it was like, oh my God, I got to talk about this because it is so, you know, this is going to, if you're looking for surprises in the movie, then don't listen to what I have to say. You know, turn it off and go watch the movie and then you can come back. And it's called The Changelings, George C. Scott. It's, I think it's from the 80s, the movie. I can't remember what it was. I think it's the 80s. And it's a true story of a guy when his wife and child are killed in an accident. And he's in a dark place and, this haunting starts occurring. He goes to a really, really old house. He's a music professor or something. And he's teaching at this school. So they put him in this old house that I guess it wasn't supposed to be rented out. But for some reason, I don't know why, but he was in it. And there was some people who didn't want him in it. And it had a lot of haunting stories and stuff. And people always leave it. So he's being haunted. At first he thinks maybe it's his own little girl trying to make contact. And he gets a seance going. And then he finds out it's not. And then he finds out it's a crime. Then he starts trying to solve the crime by the evidence it's telling him to go and look for. He goes and finds the evidence where the ghost told him to go find it. He gets the evidence. And so what had happened, and this is what I was just talking about. I swear to God, just a couple days ago. I'm trying to talk louder. She's snoring so loud. Just a couple days ago when I was talking about how, you know, they have these handlers and stuff like that. They place people and you go and try and look back and they don't have any history. And they just, it's like they use people like chess pieces, you know. It's a dog back scratching community, man. So, you know, if you're rotten, then you're a good candidate for these people and they'll take you in, but only to, you know, for their good, not to help promote you. You know, they use you and spit you out and throw you away. But that's a dark community like that, you know, that you have no value. So in this one, it is a super powerful person, super, super rich, of course, super powerful. You know, before some people like, it was like a plan, like rich people like, oh, I'm going to have a son and he will go into the Senate and then he will pass the laws so we can commit crimes. Like it was a planned out thing. So he was super rich and wanted to make sure his money was working the way he wanted it to work, right? So his son is a sick little, I guess, wheelchair-bound, super sick kind of kid. Well, He was having none of that. So he murdered his kid, went to an orphanage, got another kid, pretended like it was his kid. So this old man who is now a senator, remember this is true, this old man who is now a senator didn't know that he wasn't who he was, and that his dad had killed the other kid. There was some sort of a family necklace thing that the dead kid had, that the new son was an old man now. The dad was long gone. The murderous dad, you know, he was willing to murder his own kid to get somebody who was strong and powerful. You know, he needed a strong kid to promote into politics to continue the corruption. That's what they have done, always. They've always just moved people around, given them new identities. Like they have seriously had so much mastering over this dominion that they've created. And, you know, it is so much about recognizing stuff and pulling free from it. You know, I just thought this is such propaganda, because I had seen, it was an ad. I don't think it was an ad. It was like a little snippet. I think it was maybe a Fox News or something. I don't know, some kind of little snippet thing. I didn't watch it. I just saw the headline. This is super mucusy. I got total allergies, so I swallow it. It's like, there's this, it's like a 98-year-old vet from, wow, no, World War II. Would it be World War II? No, it would be the Korean War. Or, no, because Vietnam, those guys are more like 70-year-old, 70, 80-year-old. So this guy was 98. I don't know, they make so many wars. They got to keep, like I said, they got to keep every generation, the families torn apart, so that we can't, you know, form true family units. They just want so much chaos. So anyways, this 98-year-old man who, whatever, survived war or something, is so excited because now he's getting his diploma. See what I mean? Like they push, like we all need these pieces of paper. Even somebody who's almost 100, it was just so important for him to get this piece of paper. It has such value. Oh, such value. It only has value if we give it value. What value does it seriously have? Oh my God. Oh yeah, I got out of the government's education center and look what I got. Woo! I can promote all of the propaganda now. I can tell you exactly what their narrative is and the agenda behind it. I'm there for it, you know. So then it's all about keeping us apart, keeping us fighting, making kids feel like that they're unimportant and little, and that they should. We need kids to know that they're big and important and they have power. And they needed to use that power in a way that benefits, you know. They're teaching them the opposite of what we want kids to be taught. And, and then they're wanting us to value these pieces of paper that they, you know, even somebody who's accomplished, who barely survived. I mean, 98 years old, and he's still, you know, that was his #1 concern, to get that damn piece of paper. Oh my God. And like I said before, with my mom, she did. And I think she was late 50s, I think, when she got hers. It may have been early 60s. But I don't know. I'm so horrible with time anymore. Because it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter at all. Time is a concept that they want us, just like these pieces of paper, they want us to align with it. They want us to... She's really snoozing. She was crying and crying, so I had to give her some CBD. And so I probably have her snoozing. Hopefully she'll stay asleep a little bit longer. I don't know. It's got to be like I think she is, you know, walking, you know, like when your hip hurts. So you're like limping around, you know, walking funky. And then you get your back hurting. And I think that's what she's done. I think she's got like a pinched nerve or something in her back, and it's like radiating down. And then she's got the arthritis radiating pain. I feel so bad for her. But anyways, you know, it's just so crazy. Like I said, I keep finding so much disclosure in these different movies. It's so funny. They put the information out there. And this one was someone else's story of, you know, them solving this crime that this ghost was trying to direct them, because this ghost had all of this anger. And the thing is, too, is like with a ghost is what you feed it. So if a ghost is, you know, like you move into a house, and in this situation, you know, he was dealing with pain and he was very tuned in to the other side. You know, his wife and his daughter just passed, so he's very tuned in. And he moves in that house, that energy that's there can feel he's tuned in. It's trying to communicate with them. It's trying to make contact. He doesn't know because he can't see it. This one can feel the energy pull and can see him when it tunes into him. So then with the, you know, things dropping, doors shutting, you know, it builds up this fear. Oh my God, what's that? Oh my God, what's that? You know, something I can't see is trying to get me. And you build up this fear. You're feeding the energy. So you're feeding it full of fear. So you're giving it more energy so that it has more power. You're directing so much of your focus and focusing your energy. So you're feeding it energy. So that's what I said. Like if you have like some sort of haunting or ghost stuff going around, you know, you gotta, don't be in fear of them. Just, you know, recognize it's, you know, that there's spirits around us all over the place. You know, they're all around. Everything is energy. And, you know, this is all just, you know, we're in a play and we're just focused on the play, and there keeps being disturbances and it pulls our focus out of the play. But, you know, there's a whole audience out there. There's a whole world out there. So, you know, try and not stay too focused. Like I said, you know, when you get too focused as the avatar, you're so in it. You know, pull back. Pull your energy back and look at it as a looking over. You know, change your perspective and look at it from an outsider's perspective. And then it's not near as scary and not near as draining, not near as sad. You know, because a lot of things that we're dealing with is trying to master our emotions and get ourselves under control. So anyways, I'm going to watch another one of these movies. This is another just day. Hopefully, you know, hopefully something's going to break loose. I hope. So if it does, you know, let's just all stay positive. You know, as soon as anything goes down, if they take down the internet or any of that stuff, just remember, stay focused on gratitude. Don't get scared. Don't feed that energy. Keep in the energy of joy and gratitude, and just get excited like, oh my God, we're so close. We're getting closer by the minute to the age of Aquarius, to them. I mean, they're blowing themselves up, you know. That's what evil does. They destroy themselves. There's nowhere else to go. You know, they're not going up. So we are. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.